Well guys, it's been weird trying to make this intro because I have no idea what I'm actually doing today other than picking up our buddy Fishing Milligan, aka Anthony, and heading out to the Fort Worth Shop Karls store. Now you guys may know Anthony from one of my previous videos when I went saltwater fishing down in the Rio Grande Valley, but today's main thing is to just get out there and kind of wing it. I don't really know what we're gonna do. I don't have an idea of species or locations we're fishing because I really don't fish that area, but the last time I was at the Shop Karls store, it seemed like there was a good amount of locations that we could probably catch some fish or just adventure around and see what's there. So that's the main focus today, is just get out, kind of wing it. It's not really a focus on this or this is how you do that type of video. Hopefully you guys like it. If you do enjoy it, to make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe as well. And maybe we'll be pumping out some more stuff like this where we just go with the flow of things and see where it takes us. So we're about to scoop up Anthony and head on down to the Shop Karls store. I gotta get off the camera. I already see cops right now pulling people over, so. All right guys, we just got here to the Shop Karls store. If you guys don't already know, this is the only location, the first location in Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. They have all the gear. They got the Googan stuff, they got the 10,000 fish stuff, they got the Biospawn, they got the MTBs, they got everything that we need. And I think what we're gonna do is just pick a few random lures off the wall today, test them out on a local body of water and just see how they do. Looking at some nice little baits right here, these tightrope jigs. Great bait to throw anywhere, any time of the year. So I might grab one of these, but oh my goodness, that looks pretty right there. We might have to grab that actually. That Buka bullgill, that might be the money. All right, I think Anthony's got what he needs too. I'm gonna run over here. They got these awesome Googan contenders right here, Texas edition. I'm gonna grab one of those too. But hey, you gonna pay for that? Let's get out of here, guys. And that is how you get free lures at the Shop Karls store here in Fort Worth, guys. All right, guys, so we just got away with a handful of some nice lures. I think Anthony, let's go, really got a good score. We're gonna head out to the spot right now. We'll just meet you guys when we get there. All right, guys, we're gonna try to patrol these shaded little areas where this current and flow is running through, and then I guess we'll work on that open body of water and see what happens. This thing just glows with that white luminescence. It looks crazy. Like a pearl glow, right? Yeah, like I could see it all the way at the bottom. This is only about 4 foot down too, it seems like. So if they don't hit it like in the first cast or two, just keep moving. This water is as clear as any. This is the clearest water we've fished in a while. Try to work in and out of some of these grass patches and see if we can pull some bass out. Ton of grass up against these walls right now. We're just gonna flip that bait right to those grass patches, burn and pause, see if we can pull anything out. Who knows, we might have to swap out baits, but I'm gonna give it a go with this thing first. It seems to always do somewhat well when I put a swim bait on at this location. School of shad right here in front of us. It's a good sign. Throwing the right pattern. We're just not in the right spot if there's balls of shad. Yeah, you want to run that down that, just try to hit it as long as you can as a cast. Okay. And if we don't get anything, we'll just run to the next spot. Look at that shad right there, you see him? Pretty shad, good size shad. If you don't pull, that's a fish. Oh, it spit me. I wasn't ready. I wasn't even thinking. Oh man, I was gonna say, if you don't get something on that, we're gonna be crushed. Yep, just lost one, guys. Oh well. Well guys, just lost our first fish watching Anthony pulling that spinner bait, unfortunately. Didn't even have time to set the hook, and now that I'm checking it, my reel seat was not locked well enough. I kind of felt that shake a little bit. It's a good sign. They're in that deep. I'm gonna try to get back over there. That was like all the way over there, bro. That's it right there. Casting a mile. I just can't get over this color, guys. Like, it's like a luminescence. It's so nice. It's bone white but see-through. You get a nice little pearl on there. It's one of my favorite colors when it comes to bait fish, especially when you're fishing in lakes like this, because it looks so natural. The shad that we get here in Texas, at least, they have a very clear tone to them. You can almost just see their exoskeleton. So having a bait that has similar structure and similar features is going to be ideal to catching some of these fish. You got to match that hatch. It's definitely what we're doing with this bait. This whole wall, just up against the wall, you do really good. Out in this corner too, it looks like the water's a lot dirtier over here, so I'm glad we swapped to different baits. All right guys, popped a different bait on. I got the 10,000 fish headhunter on. Still gonna, well, gotta get it in the water. We're trying to replicate that bait fish still, but I want to be able to get a little bit further in the water, a little bit deeper. I thought I had a bite right there. And hopefully find some fish that are hugged down here at the bottom. It is that time of the year where there's definitely some bluegill still roaming the edges. I can still see shad. There we go, right away.
Yes.
Dude, that's a tank.
Bro. Yes, sir.
Hold up, watch out, watch out. Yep, he's gonna spit it. I knew it. I needed to be in that space, my bad.
Dude.
Yeah, next time, run away.
Yeah, next time I'll run.
Because I'm just gonna, you have to flip them like that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that was like a 4-pounder. I just threw it down and let it sit. Didn't even reel it in.
Really?
Yep, well, just like that, guys. Didn't even get to actually talk about it, but throwing this headhunter right down here, trying to match some of these bait fish that are probably sitting on the bottom. Didn't have much time to set the hook on that one, or much time to get them up. But the name of the game is pretty straightforward here. It's just let them pick that bluegill up off the bottom and run with it. The thing is, like, when you match that bait here, the natural baits, the bluegills and the shad, it's an aggressive strike. Like, that fish wasn't even thinking about a bait. He just wanted to hammer it. Keep that rod tip down, keep that line tight, and just wait for it to change directions. That's how I know if I have a fish on here. Even if I feel a thump, like right there, I got a little thump, I like to double check with a slight little pull of the rod before we set that hook. The thing about this bait, it's 1 ounce. Throw it on out there, let it sink down to the bottom. Just keep that rod tip down. You basically just let it do its own thing. Got it. Slow and slow, guys. That's what we're doing. Rod tip down, cranking. I mean, as slow as it gets. If you look at my rod tip, you can see it bouncing off the ground every now and again. You can see it hitting rocks, hitting logs. That's what I want to feel. I just want to feel that bumping and moving. And when it hits a solid wall where it doesn't want to move anymore, typically is when I know I have a fish or something on there. Get down to this last little 2 casts in here and get down to that next spot. Is that a fish? That's a fish. That's a fish. My drag's getting pulled like crazy right now. I'm just gonna try to keep it low. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I had him low as long as I could. And I got shook again, man. Look at my drag. Horrible, horrible drag for fighting a fish, Ryan. Look at that, just come out. Oh my God. Oh, it's frustrating. Oh my goodness, man. I'm like, right now is the point in time where you just get really turned off from fishing. Just lost back-to-back fish on this headhunter after working. We've been fishing since 9 a.m. It is 3 o'clock. That's how far and few the bites have been in between, and I've lost every single fish I've had today. If my confidence is not shot right now, I don't know how else to explain the feeling I have, but I don't know what else other to do than to just adapt, adjust, and keep going. We got about another 20 minutes left in the day, so instead of me complaining, worrying about what I've lost, I'm just gonna honestly adjust my brake, adjust my reel seat, make sure I don't have any frays on my line, so the next time I do get a bite, if I do, we don't lose it. I'm just gonna try to take a second, adjust, and recoup, and make sure that going forward, I don't have any sort of minuscule mistakes that are gonna cause me to have any sort of issues when it comes to catching fish like I am today. I've never really had this many issues. Almost every single bite that I've had, there's potential to land the fish, and I have screwed up every single time. And I'm allowing these guys to do it to me. I'm allowing them to jump up and head shake by throwing the bait in an area where I can't get a proper hook set, by dropping the bait below me where I can't pick the fish up out of the water, by not having my drag adjusted to a proper setting where I can fight the fish as needed. It's as if, just grass. It's as if I'm setting myself up for failure. So if this video does not come out to being what to do, it's definitely what not to do when it comes to fishing. Things you might need to adjust and do to make sure you don't lose fish like I am today, because what I'm dealing with, it's all user error. It's all stuff that we can easily avoid, but it's something we probably all deal with as well. Not every time I get out fishing it's fun and great and easy and raking in fish. This is a prime perfect example of it. And you know, if I just went and showed every video where I went out and had a good time, that would be unrealistic. So sometimes it's about showing the bad times and about what not to do. And I guess that's what today is slowly turning into, what not to do while out in the water. Like right underneath, if you get in that shade patch, that corner if possible. I'm not saying there's one for sure, but yeah. Flip it around, do your thing. Flip it. Just keep coming. Flip it, hurry, flip it. Just flip him, you're gonna lose him. Yes. Let's go. We did it, bro. And you hit the ball. We did it, bro. Let's go. I knew it. Dude, I knew you'd find one of that dock.
I pulled it up and he swiped at it and he missed it and I flipped it back in there and then he got it, bro.
Oh my
God.
I'm so happy someone finally got one. Yeah, fishing from a 3-foot ledge is not easy, huh?
No.
Fish this little shade patch real quick and then I'll stand in it. Fish the next shade patch. That's a fish. That's a fish. Dude, I got a tank. Yeah, it's a good one. It's huge. Let's go, boys. And he spit it right away. And he spits it right away. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Well, guys, GoPro just overheated as soon as we landed this little piggy right here.
Nice.
After I have given up, after the day we've had, fishing since 9 a.m., it's now 3 p.m., about 105 heat index. This fish right here is probably the most rewarding feeling I've had in a very long time. And guess what, guys? We didn't give up. It was one of those things I talked about earlier, getting it back out here, even though we've lost every fish, even though the bite's been far and few in between. Adapt, adjust, and don't give up. It has definitely paid off. This has got to be every one of a 4-pound bass, if not 3+. We'll definitely get a weight on it real quick, but just goes to show you guys, never give up. All right, guys, that is going to do it. 3.5 pounds on the headhunter. Let's get him back in the water. See you, buddy. Thanks for the fun. Well, guys, y'all already know the name of the game. It was one hell of a day. I think we're gonna call it from there. If you liked today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check out our boy Anthony's channel. Once again, Fishing in Milligan. Leaving that link below in the description. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.